Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of my Project Life episode. Today is my December Project Life and we're going to jump straight in. This is the back of the Project Life spread that I did 2 weeks ago. I'm going to use some Project Life cards from a haul that I got recently. This is the This and That Value kit. I really actually quite like these cards. I think they're really awesome. I'm going to try and use these sort of sporadically throughout 2019. I've already decided that I'm going to use these as the sort of color scheme for my January one, so stay tuned for that. I do go through these, but I don't end up using any of them simply because I just didn't really need sort of a card that I could use. I needed a filler card more than anything. So I grabbed out this Christmas paper pad. I hadn't opened it yet, so I do quickly flick through it to have a look at it to see if I could find anything. And there is a page that has, so here's one of the pages that has some sort of images on it. There is another page as well that's like an advent calendar. That one's really cool. I think it'd be really cool to do a layout of maybe for next year or something. But there is a page that's filled with filler cards. So I pick out the one that says Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I thought, because it's December, I could use this one as sort of like an ending to the start, sort of like an ending to this album. So I'm just going to grab my scissors and I'm going to cut that one out. So the color scheme that I go for with this layout is brown, navy, and also pink, which is very different. So I've pulled out the bluey sort of tones from that photo at the top, which is actually going to be my title card. I'm pulling a little bit of the browns from that ephemera piece in the corner and also from the back of the Christmas tree. This one is so cool. So I grabbed these little epoxy stickers here and I'm going to write December across the front of it. So this is a photo of my boyfriend who was laying down on our dog, and I thought it was really adorable. So it just kind of shows how huge our dog is. He was just perfectly asleep, happy. He's such an adorable dog. So I'm going to write December right across the center. It doesn't show up as well on camera, I believe, but in person it's really cool and it looks really awesome. It kind of looks like digital scrapping a little bit, which I actually really quite like. Again, like I said, I think in the last Project Life video I've been inspired by Ali Edwards lately, watching her December Daily and how she mixes digital scrapbooking with traditional scrapbooking, and I really like that idea and it's something that I kind of want to start doing a little bit more of. So I'm going to stick this down right across the center and that's my title card basically done. December, that's all I do generally for my monthly title cards. I have the month. Some of them I do it a little bit fancier, but this month I wanted to get them done basically. I wanted to finish off all of my layouts and all of my spreads for 2018 and have it done so I can start my 2019 album. I'm going to stick this one down. I'm just slipping these back in. If you want to see more with those stickers, stay tuned. I'm going to slip that into the pocket and call that one done. I do add a little sticker to it just before the end of this one, but it's nothing too major. So these piping bags are filled with royal icing and I actually made like about 50 decorated cookies, which is going to be an upcoming layout. It's a very fancy layout that I'm going to try to do. But these were all the piping bags that I had in heaps of different colors and it was actually such a fun experience. It took me about 2 days to do it. So I'm just going to do a little bit of journaling about sort of what it is and how long it took. So there's my head in the corner, just using this pen that I got from eBay, and I'm using a label sticker from the Maggie Holmes sticker book. Standard Project Life spread for me. I think next time I go to Spotlight I'm gonna try and find one of those sticker books again and maybe get one by a different designer, maybe Jen Hadfield. I really like her stuff. Her colors are really quite beautiful and I call that one done and I'm just gonna slip it in. The layout that has those cookies goes directly next to this one, so it kind of ties the two layouts together. Just grabbed out these puffy stickers from the Journal Studio collection by Crate Paper, and I'm going to put this teeny tiny camera right down in the center there. I was trying to get a little more pink into here to sort of match that filler card in the middle, and I'm going to put this directly here in the center, and then I put 2 blue hearts right on the side of them. Again, I think I've been inspired by Ali Edwards and how she's very structured with her layouts, and I think they look really, really beautiful. So that's sort of where I was going with here. A little bit more structure, not as whimsical as I would normally do. So here I am, I'm going to tackle this pocket here. So this is an ephemera piece from one of the little presents that I got. I collect Minecraft figurines, and my boyfriend got me another one for Christmas along with a few other presents for me. So I'm going to just put that down there, and I'm using this as a flip open for my journaling, which I did a little bit of journaling just about Christmas in general. So I'm going to stick this to the back of this. It's a really light grid card. I'm going to stick that onto the back so that it flips up. Now, because there is a photo on the opposite side, you don't see the back of this card, so I'm not too worried about having to cover up that back piece. I did end up having to move it because I did stick it, so I used this front portion and then fold down the sticky part at the back so that it was perfectly straight where I wanted, and I'm just using a little bit of brute force there to stick it back down. So I'm going to do my journaling right now, which I hadn't thought about it yet, so here I am tapping, thinking about it, and it will be magically done in a moment. Here is this 12 by 12 paper pad from Spotlight, which I'm just looking for a sheet of paper now to cover that cardboard backing piece. Like, it's not very pretty, so I did want to cover that up and make it look a little bit nicer. I think I just go with a star one, which has very similar colours to the filler card. Again, this is the same collection. I do use this is the same collection that I did use in last week's video for the Grab 5 that I did, which was really fun, and I think I want to try and do something like that again. If you guys are interested, let me know to see that. I'm just using double-sided tape to stick that down, and as you will see, I do a little bit of a boo-boo. It took me a while to get that little bit of double-sided tape off, so I stick it down, and I stick it down on the wrong side of the paper. So if I was to cut that off right now, it would be white on the side that was showing, and I quickly realised, and I pulled it off. The great thing about this tape is that you can pull it off if you make a mistake really quickly, if you do it quickly. So here I am realising that I need to do it on the white side so that the other side shows up. And I'm just going to use my scissors to cut that out. Have you ever made a silly mistake like that? I'm happy I picked that up because I don't know what I was thinking. I was just like, oh, stick it down, there we go. Have you ever made a mistake like that? So I'm just using my scissors to cut these out. I probably should have used some smaller scissors, but that's okay. I'm also going to then grab some silver glitter washi tape. I think silver and blue work really nice together, so I'm going to use that right in the center just to cover up the join so that it's not as abrupt, and I think sort of it leaves a nice delicate element into the middle. So this is silver washi tape that I got from Spotlight. This is from a Christmas collection. I was trying to use as many Christmas things as I could because I don't have a lot of things to scrapbook this year for Christmas. I didn't do December daily and only have one Christmassy layout, which isn't sort of stereotypically Christmas. So I was really trying to use it throughout this. The Christmas stuff that I got though is actually quite versatile, so I'm thinking I'll be able to use it in a lot of things, not just Christmas scrapping. So I'm just using the back of my scissors there just to fold it down and give it a bit of a better crease. Here is where I write down my journaling, and with the power of editing, it will be magically done in a moment. I'm going to grab the 12 by 12 cardstock stickers from Kaiser Craft that I've been using a lot lately, and I'm just looking for a card or sticker really to add a little bit of embellishment down the bottom because I felt like it needed a little bit of extra colour. So I've gone with this one to sort of tie in that brownie colour that I've used, that I picked up from the photo of my Christmas tree. So I stick that down the bottom, which is grateful because the journaling that I write about, as you can see, the power of editing, it's done. The journaling is just about, how Christmas was really grateful and just explaining about what I did at Christmas because it was a little bit different this year for me. So I'm slipping that in, and as you can see, you don't see the back of it because that front card is there. And I'm also going to grab a paper clip. This is just leftover stuff from my December daily last year, and I'm going to use that just to hold it down. I like to do this so that just if someone is casually looking through it, they don't know if it's there, but it does sort of give an interactive element that you need to take off, and it also holds it down so it's not flying in and out all the time, and it holds it in there. So I'm pulling out this this picture of my Christmas tree, and I'm just going to use these clear stickers from the American Crafts Memory Planner. I think I use the sticker that says thinking about this moment, so I am using the blue one again, just to tie in the blue elements that are featuring throughout. I had a little bit of trouble getting this one off, which was a little bit difficult. Here we go, there we go, I've got it off. And I'm just grabbing out my tweezers, which I don't actually think I end up using it, and I'm sticking it directly in the center. I'm just using the back of it just to stick down a section that had a little bit of an air bubble in it. These don't show up well on camera, I've noticed, but it's really cool in real life because the words are actually gold foil, so they really pop, and when they have that colored element as well, I think it looks really pretty. There's the back of this one, my November project life, just slipping that in there, and I'm grabbing this all smiles little puffy from the sheet. I'm going to stick that up on right above there, just another element of blue, and I'm going to call this layout done. So I'm going to have some close-ups for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for next week where I'm going to have another layout. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye!